Hello YouTube, how's it going? I am just making another one of those Q&A videos. I've got several questions from the last video. I'm using my streaming setup now. I'm seeing how this is going. I want to start actually streaming World of Warcraft because I started playing again. Fun little fact. So I've got a list of things I want to talk about today. So, right, we've got some updates. Dominatrix Part 3 is in post-production. There's a lot of editing and work to be done there, so I'm not exactly sure on what date we will have it released, but we're just trying to do everything we can to make it look good and all that good stuff. We had a bigger crew than we've had in the past, so we have delegated some of the editing tasks to other people, so naturally that causes things to take a little longer than what we're used to. So yeah, just bear with us. It'll come out though. It's finished filming, so it's looking pretty good. I'm excited for you guys to see it. And we also have some surprises in store, which I'm not gonna go too much in detail, otherwise they wouldn't be surprises. Okay, so I had a question for you guys. I was wondering how you feel about me doing a weekly Q&A like this, because I got a lot more of a response on that last video I did than I expected. So I was thinking if I did these weekly just to keep engaging you guys and talking with you guys and yeah, just keeping the channel active. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I am happy to do them. That's just a good way to keep myself busy and keep creating and all that. I also had some ideas of doing little YouTube shorts and dabbling with that. Yeah, so just stay tuned. I'm going to try seeing what I can do with that whole thing. Cool. I'm also building a network in Los Angeles, looking for people to work with as both cast and crew. I've got kind of a small little roster going, so hopefully it'll take time, but hopefully there will be more people to create with and more content to bring to you. So let's get right into the Q&As. So let me open my questions here. I have a little cheat sheet here with all my questions in it. So, okay, I'm going to start with this question. We've got fucking Donnie. So he says, how much peanut butter is too much peanut butter? Also, who are your mentors? So peanut butter, I love peanut butter. I don't think that there's any such thing as too much peanut butter. I will eat peanut butter all day. Who are my mentors? I would say my big mentor is Jason, my collaborative partner on this channel. He's taught me a lot about writing and comedy and yeah. I also have a coach, an acting coach right now, who I'm going to see in a play tonight. Her name is Ann Noble at Berg Studios in Los Angeles. She's pretty awesome, and I would say she's a big inspiration for me and a mentor for me. I also have a few friends that I'm pretty close to. My friend Rico Anderson, my friend Rebecca Kennedy, they're both mentors to me and people I look up to in the industry. That being said, I want to get to the next question. Aha, this is the one. We've got Merchant Ivory. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing such a personal part of your life with us. You're welcome. I appreciate you tuning in. I love your bright and outgoing personality. Thank you. I guess if you ever do another one of these, my question would be, what career are you pursuing? So to piggyback off of that last question of who are my mentors, what career am I pursuing? I am first and foremost pursuing a career as an actor in film and television and commercials. But I kind of fell into this YouTube thing accidentally, so I'm just embracing it and loving every second of it, and I get to use my acting skills and just be creative all around. So yeah, first and foremost, I'm an actor, and that's what I do. So now let me open my next question here. All right. This is Natalie Style. She's got style. All right. Do you pursue martial arts since childhood, or did you pick it up lately for your profession as an actor? So that's the first question to this two-part question. I've loved martial arts since I was a childhood. Thing is, I come from a very poor family, so it was never something I could afford to take classes with or anything. So I just kind of learned as much as I can as a kid on my own, using this here YouTube and whatever else. However, when I became an adult, I did start doing it professionally. I started in karate in New York, where I'm from. And then I moved to Portland. I did a little bit of Krav Maga, kickboxing. And then the pandemic happened, which pretty much put us all out. And I wasn't really able to train professionally as much, more on my own. And then I got into Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and fell in love. And I have not turned back since. And I have since been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA and kickboxing and all that good stuff. So, yeah, and I do like to have it kind of complement my career as an actor. I've taken stage combat as well, so that is another skill I like to hone. Now, a slightly less serious question. If you could choose between Kung Fu Panda and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to work out and practice with for 1 week, who would you pick? I would say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because I grew up when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was in its prime, and I mean, I don't know, hanging out in a sewer with a few badass turtles and kicking some butt, that sounds pretty great. So I would say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, next question. Okay, we've got Greg Wasson. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay. Gosh, I never thought to leave a question. Ponders. What was the push that got you into making skits for YouTube? Okay, I'll answer one bit at a time so I can make my brain remember to answer everything. So what was the push that got you into making skits for YouTube? Well, we did the Dominatrix part 1, and it went viral, which is not what we expected at all. The whole reason we did that thing is because I needed material for my acting comedy reel. And we posted on there because YouTube was initially just a portfolio for me as an actor. And then we had a lot of success with that. So we decided kind of to keep doing it and see where it goes. And so far it's been pretty good. And people wanted part 2, so we gave them part 2, and then people wanted part 3, so we gave them part 3. And yeah, we're just kind of playing it by ear. It was happy accident. How did you find so many creative folk to join up with you in this endeavor? Well, my friend Jason and my collaborative partner is pretty awesome, and he reached out to me many years ago and was like, hey, you know, basically I was a starting actor. I was a new actor at the time, and I didn't really have any footage that was any good. Like, I had some footage, but it was pretty much hot garbage, just to put it, like, honestly. And he was like, hey, you know, like, you're really good at marketing yourself, you're really outgoing or whatever, so we should actually try to get you with some good footage. So it's kind of how it all started. And he knew and knows a lot of people in Portland where I lived before. And so basically I met a lot of people just being in Portland in the industry for a few years before I moved down here to LA, which I'm meeting a lot of people here through acting classes, networking events, etc. And yeah, I pretty much go between here and Portland to work on the channel, and done some stuff here in LA, done some stuff up there in Portland, and I'm just kind of trying to build my connections in both places. So, do you do podcasts? That's a fun question. I have been on several podcasts. If you Google me, you can find some podcasts I've been on like Apple. What do you call it? Is it Apple Podcasts, Spotify, stuff like that? I have thought about actually starting my own podcast. I would definitely consider doing that if enough people were interested, and even if they aren't, I will probably do it at some point. It's on my radar. So, and honestly, maybe I would start on YouTube or do Anchor and put it on all those podcasting sites. You got some killer tats. What inspired them? Cool. Yeah. So this tattoo right here was my first tattoo. I hope I actually, let me put up my video and make sure I showed that to you correctly. Yeah, you can see it kind of. All right, there it is. Okay. So it's a Mayan fish. That tattoo is kind of a symbol for me of strength and overcoming adversity. I got it right when I was like 18, and I left my home at 17, and I overcame a lot of stuff from my childhood and stuff that I don't really want to get into on here right now. But that tattoo for me was a symbol of growth and strength, and yeah, it's important to me. That was my first one. Let's see. Other tats I've got. This, oh wow, that's mirrored. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I've got this tattoo, which is my half sleeve. That's Yogg Saron from World of Warcraft. This is Sylvanas. Let me go a little closer. I'm trying to do this. Yeah, that's Sylvanas from World of Warcraft. This is the Lich King. Ooh, I like this side. The Lich King from World of Warcraft. And some random minions there, and Syndragosa, and Northern Lights. Here you go. I have another one on my back. I don't know if it's going to be super appropriate for me to show you that, but it's a fox with some flowers around it. Foxes are my spiritual familiar. It's kind of like me in animal form, I guess. Not a furry. Just throwing that out there. Not that I have anything against furries. It's just not my thing. I think I just tapped my pop screen, so hopefully that wasn't too whatever. But so, yeah, I kind of want foxes are really important to me, spiritually and everything else. So I was like, oh yeah, I definitely want to get a fox tattooed on me. As for the World of Warcraft thing, I'm just like a huge video game nerd, and that's pretty much one of my favorite games. So I just kind of went balls to the wall on that one. It was like, yeah, World of Warcraft sleeve, well, half sleeve. Maybe I'll extend it to a full sleeve someday. We will see. Let's pull up that question again. Let's see. What inspired them? You have a great sense of humor and seemingly also a bit of darkness. Oh, yes, yeah, that is true. Would you say your family helped encourage this? Oh boy, that's an interesting question. I don't know if they encouraged my darkness at all, really. If anything, they probably tried to, be like, hey, stop dressing in black, stop listening to metal music, blah, blah, blah. You watch too many horror movies. I would say they probably discouraged it, but nowadays it doesn't really matter. They don't discourage it anymore, but when I was a kid, I would say they probably did. And finally, can I touch your teeth? I get that question a lot. No, you cannot touch my teeth. I'm sorry. And yes, Greg Wasson. Okay, thank you, Greg. That was great. I appreciate you. I just want to make sure I gave you that shout out. I'm going to try to tag everybody in the description if I can. I'm still kind of figuring out how this whole thing works, so bear with me. We've got, oh gosh, I feel like I'm going to butcher this one. Oscar. I'm just going to call you Oscar. Oscar Gustavo Acros Ruiz. Gosh, I probably butchered that, but okay, we got questions. Where did the idea of the Dominatrix come from? So, that's kind of, well, it's interesting because Jason wrote the skit, right? But it was based off of me because we were trying to find a character that was within my casting to put on my reel. And I was like, hey, I got some sexy Dominatrix like outfits, and I have some expertise and interest in the field of BDSM and whatnot. So we were like, maybe Dominatrix sketch will be a thing. And then it ended up being a thing. So here we are. How many tattoos do you have and what do they represent? So that's kind of what I answered, but I have 3 right now. I want more, but not yet. And yeah, well, they kind of represent, just personal things to me, like the one that represents strength and overcoming obstacles and adversity in your life, survival, and then this one is just like passion, creativity. This is my creativity. Yes, that's good. And then the fox one is like my inner spirit. Yes, my inner spirit. That's what it is. Yes, great. Now, do redheads have a soul? I can't speak for all redheads. Guess I could speak for myself, but I'm not going to answer that. That is top secret. No, I'm kidding. I think I have a soul. Hopefully. Let's hope so. All right, now we've got, I think this is the last question. Yay, okay. And don't worry, I will do more of these. If you guys want more of these, you just gotta let me know. I'm happy to do them weekly. All right, we've got Siege Ballista. Hey, Crystal, I love all your videos. Thank you. Two-part question. Do you think your whole eye situation has given you a unique perspective when it comes to comedy? I would say so. I would definitely say it does. Yeah. I would say that I've kind of embraced the whole eye thing. You know, at this point, I'm just like, it's a part of me, so fuck it. I'm just going to lean into it. And I think it does give me a unique perspective of being different, being a character actor with asymmetrical eyes and disabilities. Being, you know, partially blind is something to just kind of overcome and deal with. On its own. So yeah, it definitely just gives me a perspective in life in general. Let's see, but definitely comedy. I feel like it's fun to lean into. And some people think I'm faking it. The cross-eyed thing. Some people think I'm actually faking it. I will say that when I wear my glasses, which I'm wearing now, which you're probably, most people probably forget I wear glasses sometimes. I feel like when I wear glasses, it's less prominent. But when I wear contacts, I don't know what it is, or even when I don't have any corrective, like when I'm just kind of, you know, no glasses, no contacts, I feel like I tend to go cross-eyed more. I don't know why that is. Also, when I'm sleepy, when I'm tired, I definitely go cross-eyed more. Dry eyes, stuff like that. So... yeah, let's see. And which has been a bigger obstacle in your life, being cross-eyed or being a ginger? Thank you, God bless, and keep the videos coming. Thank you, Siege Ballista. Deaf being cross-eyed. I mean, being a ginger has not been an obstacle at all. I love my hair, and it's a big selling point for me. I'm just like whoosh all the time. Being a ginger is great. Love it. Cross-eyed, trying to just love it as much as I love being a ginger. But yeah, being cross-eyed was an obstacle for me because I got bullied a lot as a kid, being called all kinds of things. And, you know, it can be an obstacle in acting sometimes, but I'm trying, instead of it being an obstacle, to make it a strength, you know? So, yeah, I think that that concludes all of my questions here today. Let me just make sure I got into them all. Some people I did type replies to, but I wanted to pick out some of my favorites and answer those. Okay, let's see. So we got those. Conclusion. Okay, it is time to wrap this up. So thank you so much for watching, especially if you tuned in this long, because I know this is one of my longest video actually, probably. But you know what? I'm just kind of having fun with it and seeing where it goes and seeing what is going to work and what you guys want. So thank you so much for being here. And I just appreciate you all so much. So just stay tuned for stuff. Like, subscribe, comment. Your support honestly means everything to me, to all of us, and we're just going to keep creating. We're new to this and just seeing where it goes. So much love to all of you. Stay foxy. I'm wearing a fox for you guys today. One of my favorite shirts here. All right, and stay foxy. Cheers.